Guys, this may be one of the most nostalgic experiences I have ever had in Animal Company. And also, pardon the dog hair, we had a pretty big dog day with Sunny and Sky. But guys, when I say this is the most nostalgic video I have ever made, I truly mean it. What you guys are about to see is the first ever version of Animal Company that I ever played. I truly hope you guys love this video. So I had a bit of different plans for this video, and this is actually quite a big surprise that I am more than excited about. Ladies and gentlemen, today I was going to go and do a OG Animal Company video going and covering the Mines map and the other version I just covered the other day. But when I loaded in, I noticed that we were missing the mirror, and also my watch was a little bit different. And then I started to realize, I thought maybe the game was glitched or something, but then I looked around and I realized that this version that we're playing in right now was roughly about the time when I first ever started Animal Company. Guys, this is crazy to believe. They even have the colored backpacks in the corner here. We got like the OG shops and everything. And then of course, even the lab being so much different on this side too, bro. It took me a moment just to realize like what the heck I was looking at. And then I finally realized that they actually updated this APK to be an even older version of the game. This is basically the prime time of when I was playing. Like, this wasn't the oldest APK where you have the stubs, and this also wasn't the newer one where we had like the crazy other machine. If my mind serves me right, this is just about the time that Animal Company added in the Haunted Mansion into the game, which is crazy, bro. So I gotta go and check the cosmetics. I want to see what we actually have unlocked right now, because if we don't have the other characters, we don't have any of the character bundles yet. So we are actually back to OG gorillas and stuff. So if that is going to be the case, guys, we need to go back to good old trusty, the original gorilla that we used to rock. Bro, this is actually the exact version that I remember playing. Like, this is literally when I first started my first ever video playing Animal Company. This is like literally where I learned how to play the game. And they're the mission board. Bro, oh my gosh. Or I guess this one's actually the daily challenges. I think the jobs came after this. But bro, this is what I remember. I feel like a kid on Christmas morning. This is amazing. We have a shotgun. We got our hoverboard. Bro, and then I wonder if they had the secret spot too. Let me go to here. I want to get a flashlight backpack because this thing is freaking amazing. And then plus, we probably won't need to actually bring that if we don't need it. So guys, this may be one of my favorite updates to go and cover again, just because we have the beautiful return of the landmine field. I could have swore that in my last video I was talking about, like, you know, the OG maps and everything. I was literally talking about how I missed this part of the map and just like how much more open and like where this led. And here we are today, able to go and visit the secret location. And the timing for this couldn't be any weirder, because as some of you guys may know, with Animal Company, it turns out that Coda and Josh ended up just recently leaving. And if I remember correctly, on one of these boards, there used to be something on here. It has, who keeps putting boards in here? It was Coda. Coda is dead. This hits a whole different way after hearing the news about Coda and him going and leaving the studio. I am so thankful for what him and Josh have actually done for Animal Company. But when I saw this map, I instantly knew I had to come back to the boards and just show some love to one of the greatest devs of all time. And this right here, this is how you know it's OG vibes, baby. We got the boombox. We got the boombox, and plus, they got the grenade spawn that's always here too. Bro, it's so weird walking into this and seeing this right now. This was also where you could get the pogo stick initially. My little heart can't take this. I'm gonna be honest, boys. I was not prepared for this tonight. I'm recording this at midnight, and initially I was just planning on going and jumping into the mining update that they had on this app, but it turns out that they have other versions of it, and they updated it to this original one. This is just unbelievable. We have the OG lake, so we don't even have like the crazy machine and all the other stuff. We have like the crazy green light that's on the other side. At this point, I don't even think they had the giant wall that was built there either. So this right here is the exact version that I started playing. Bro, I literally have chills running down my spine right now. This is so weird. I feel like I was just talking about how I missed this version of the game, like just prior to like all the other stuff. And the fact that we now have these sewers that I remember when I first started playing the game, and possibly we may have the Haunted Mansion too. This is just crazy weird to go and jump into. It's like, it's such a strange feeling
to be able to go and see this game and have it actually be working. Like, it almost feels like I was playing this 2 years ago, and then you put this map in a time machine and decided to make the servers go live again. This is so freaking weird. So we have the chicken on that side, and then if I run over to this end, we should actually have another cave to the right. Because I remember there being a angler cave that was over here, right? So we have red light, green light. Okay, I gotta stay away just for a moment because I know Mama Angler is not gonna like my little flashy lights. So we'll go and fly to this side if you don't mind. And sure enough, bro, freaking stop. This is it. This is what I remember, bro. What? Yo, we're so back. This is freaking amazing, bro. What the heck? Wow. And then if I remember, if I went to this side, there should be like a drop that goes right over here. It's basically, from what I remember, you go to this right, and it's almost like Armstrong Cave. This was the exact first map that I played through. And then there should be a red bomb that goes and spawns over here too, because I remember there being a big bomb. Yes, bro. Dude, you can't make it up. This is unbelievable. It feels wrong to be playing this update right now. I totally thought I was just going to be going and playing the other update today, but instead, here we are playing the original version that I love so much. This is incredible, bro. And then we're just going to go and bonk the blue boy. Thank you very much. And guys, a little Easter egg that we have with the green boy. If you guys don't know, this right here. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize how crazy the mimics are. Oh my goodness. Chill for a second, please. Are you dead? I don't know where you went. Okay, if you guys didn't know from the old updates, and even now in Animal Company, if you ever go to the Mimic and read the name tag, it actually says Coda. So guys, this is our last remnant that we have of the Coda Man, Mr. Mimic, which is crazy. But wow, what a weird feeling it is to have tonight. I am in a whole different level of love right now. This is just unbelievable. This is what I remember the most in the game, bro. Like, it is... I don't know if anyone will really, truly understand that, but to be able to go back to something that you love so much, and to the exact way that you remember it, it's a very, very rare occurrence to have a chance like that. The only difference that we do have is the fact that we have, like, a ton of money, but I'm pretty sure if we went to actually go and spend all of it, we should be able to actually start from zero and grind the game the way that I'm used to doing it. But guys, there is one more thing I do want to go and check before we go and stop the video today. Because if my thinking cap is working, this should be the first ever update that the Haunted Mansion was added to the game. So guys, this is a different level to be looking at all this stuff. Like, what the heck, bro? You know, it took me a little bit to kind of have it set in when I saw, you know, the moon map and we had, like, you know, the mines and everything. Like, seeing that old map, it really hit me like a truck the first time seeing that view. But this one is a whole different way. Because, truly speaking, what we're seeing right now, this was the first ever thing that I saw when I started playing Animal Company. This was the exact layout. To the T, nothing different. Like, wow, bro. This is so weird. And then the parkour wall that we had. Dude, okay. I'm going to go and run back down. I need to have answers. Because this should be the exact version. So if I go and run past the Angler Cave, we should be able to go and find ourselves the Haunted Mansion for the first ever time in here. And I remember whenever I had my flashlight backpack, I had to go and run with it facing the ground, trying to go and avoid my beautiful girlfriend that was hiding in there. Because in this one, you're actually not able to turn off your light. So you have to try to avoid the ghost lady just by going and moving your flashlight to make sure she doesn't see it. Boys, this is actually the exact version that I started. Because I know a lot of you guys saw on my main channel, my first ever video was actually me going and exploring the Haunted Mansion update when that first released. But if you didn't know, I did 2 videos prior to that one on a different channel, and this was the version that I covered. So right now, we are in an era where the Haunted Mansion didn't even exist in Animal Company. How weird is that? I bet it's even weirder for some of the other players where they experienced Animal Company before the sewers was ever added to the game. So man, what a time to be alive. I want to go and see if whether or not we can at least get something out of this run. I'm going to try my best to go and fight the chicken and see if we can actually do something here. Bonk. Get bonked. Get bonked. Get bonked. Get bonked. Get bonked. Let's go. Let me go and grab the egg. And we are taking you back home later. I need to at least bring something as a prize back home, considering that we do not have a Haunted Mansion run to go and do for this video. But man, I don't know how to feel right now. Like, my entire body is just shaking from excitement. Like, I never thought I was going to be able to see these specific days ever again. I've been able to go and revisit, like, other versions of the game and, like, some that were provided by Animal Company. But, like, bro, this was probably the most nostalgic experience I've ever had. Just knowing that we were able to go and explore the old forest and see, like, some of the old items. And just this time of the game. This was the first ever version that I ever played when I started my journey on this. So, yeah, with that being said, guys, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, keep it toasty, my friends. Laters!